corners and National Guard money that once was clean now is a trash pit. Only thing that overflows around here is garbage. So much garbage on the floors. So much unattended kitty litter. So much full of human garbage. Named after a book in the Bible and a movie.
You just heard a recording of my mother. I was raised by an abusive drunk that was never held accountable for anything. For many years, I wondered why. Not anymore. The establishment is explicitly covering up a mental health crisis among the common population. Women like my mom are basically allowed to behave in whatever way they see fit, and it is ignored by the authorities. This is not only bad for the people around her, it's also bad for her herself. They do not give a fuck, though. I can guarantee you that. They are more concerned about protecting their interests than serving the population. Unless, of course, we want to delve into the Masonic concept of serving the population. They do that in spades. In case you haven't been informed, your labors and life energy are being exploited by an elite overclass that has been given a special education. Before you ask, these are pages from a notebook that my father kept when I was a kid. He was documenting her behavior a very long time ago. Unfortunately, it did little good. My mom was raised by a member of Blue Lodge Freemasonry. Specifically, her father belonged to a Lions Club, and he raised her as per their instructions. I don't know exactly what those were or if they have changed over the years, but her mental state is a testament to the way that she was raised. That is for certain. By the way, I'd like to point out that this man's resemblance to Fred Flintstone is uncanny. This is interesting because Flintstone himself belonged to a lodge. Let's see what the show's attitude towards women getting involved with Freemasonry was like.
I suggest that we allow our wives to attend our meetings. What are you trying to do? Down with quartz! Throw him out!
You see, these motherfuckers built a moon prison. What is a moon prison exactly? Well, they like to keep their women in the dark. They are afforded artificial daylight. They are given a lie that is reinforced by the status quo, and they are taught to stick to it. You could say that they are nurtured by the gas lamp. With that said, everyone is different, and I can't speak to the particular situations of individual Freemasons. They are not uniform despite their public appearance. So, if you will allow me a small margin of error, I would like to show you some true horror. The first thing that is notable about this woman is that she screams all day long. It doesn't matter if she has an audience or not. She is quite abusive to everyone who crosses her path, including members of the establishment. Despite this, they do absolutely nothing to amend her behavior in any way. They will actually tolerate her brandishing weapons at them, believe it or not. These are police officers and social workers that we're talking about. If I behaved like this, it would be a completely different story. So, why would you enable somebody like this? I am assuming that resisting them exposes the lie, but I don't have the official Masonic dialogue on that. Whatever they tell themselves to justify this is not something that I've ever had explained to me. So I can only guess. The entire town can probably hear her screaming down the street, and yet none of them do anything about it. They all turn their heads and look away. This appears to be on instruction from the lodge. And things have always been like this. She has behaved in this manner since I was a small child, and nobody has ever tried to intervene. Nobody in my family, and nobody in a position of power. I am unsure how common this mental state is, but I imagine that there are more women like this in the world, and you simply don't hear about it. This is obviously a problem. By the way, if you have information on people with similar conditions, then I would love to hear from you, so feel free to message me about this. Oddly enough, my mother has never been given a formal diagnosis that tries to explain her mental state. I don't believe that this is because one couldn't potentially exist. I believe they keep it unlabeled on purpose. You define things by labeling them, and you bind things by labeling them. And the devils inside of her have obviously been kept unbound. Other people have seen similar things. I am certain of this. If you're wondering why, you've probably never seen The Exorcist. This movie seems to be directly inspired by whatever this condition is.
Stick your cock up her ass, you motherfucking worthless cocksucker.
Be silent!
Oh!
To harm her.
Your mother sucks cocks in hell,
Oh, Lord, hear
Karis,
my
you
prayer.
faithless
My
swine.
cry, come on, please. The Lord be with you. I cast you out! Unclean spirit!
Shove it up your ass,
In the name
you
of our
faggot.
Lord Jesus Christ! For all my sins and the power to confront this cruel demon. Look down in pity
You killed your
on this
mother!
your servant.
You left her alone to
Ready to
die!
raise
Shut
the-
up! I'll never forgive you!
Repent, O Lord,
Shut
the
up!
devil's power.
Bastard!
The frightening thing is that the little girl in the film is actually quite tame when compared to my mom. Let's take a moment to behold more wisdom from the Oracle.
Get out, crap! You son of a bitch. You stand there and you pee all over everything. It never happened. How many beds have you burned? Tell me, crap. What are you doing now? Are you burning something again? That's one of the biggest fears I have. You're gonna burn the house down. But you'll burn your bed down. You'll burn the ceiling down. You won't have a place to crap in, crap.
Oh, yeah, I feel like I should point out that I have hours and hours and hours of this material on a record. You can listen to the Demoniac series on my channel in order to hear more of it.
Who? The lady? Who what? Like Progressive Soup? I thought it was supposed to be insurance. Should I find out what you should do with me now?
Your mother's in here with us, Karis. Would you like to leave a message?